Did we look like professionals?
I wish I had a hat.
Ooh. Good thing he can edit that out.
Yeah.
Oh, he really did break
The
it.
whole thing came off.
We can always redo it. He has to cut most of me out.
All the connect. Gosh, dang it. That was real smooth.
Yeah, I'm a professional. Can you do it? Can you?
I
Are
can
you
do
gonna?
it. I got
how-
this. We are professionals.
You're getting there.
Ma'am.
Well, dang.
I know.
We like to spill the tea here.
No.
We'll leave that in. Welcome to another episode of the Kenokla Chatter.
I'm Leah.
And I'm Tim.
And today we sat down with Jen Kern. She is the executive director of the Border Queen Harvest Hub and a recent returner to Caldwell, Kansas.
Leah also left out that we talked about the commercial kitchen. And we also talked about Jen's background. Great conversation. Stay tuned.
Thank you for being here today. Could we start off and maybe have you introduce yourself and tell us all things Jen?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Jen Kern. I'm a native of Caldwell. I was born and raised here and then left for 25 years. Lived in Wichita for a while in education. So I've been a teacher and an administrator, and then just most recently an administrator in Wellington for 7 years and retired in July and took on this new position in February as the executive director of the Border Queen Harvest Hub.
So did you move back in 2018?
It was 2018, yes.
That's when I moved back.
Oh, okay.
So you were administrator in Wellington, but you moved back to Caldwell in 2018.
Yes, yes. And that kind of all worked out because my husband had retired and we wanted to move back closer to family. Our kids had left and weren't in the Wichita area anymore. So it just worked out great to retire in Caldwell. And now we have several friends that we grew up with that have also retired here. So it's made it really fun.
Yes, there has been a wave of you.
Uh-huh. There is a wave.
Well, did you ever imagine retirement looking this busy?
No.
Yeah.
No, I did not imagine it looking like this anyway. I'm one that stays busy. I can stay busy no matter what. I think
Runs in the family.
yeah, the very first weekend I was retired, I think I had emptied the garage, painted it, reorganized it, done all this stuff. And my husband's like, you're going to run out of projects before, we've been
Your
home
first
a week.
weekend?
Yes, the first
Wow.
weekend I was retired.
That was a sign right there. You're like,
Yeah, I got things to do.
Yeah.
So
This garage is in the way.
Yes, I love projects, and of course I jumped on, doing murals downtown.
Yeah.
And love doing that. And so I was staying busy, but I did not ever imagine doing something like this too.
Let's dive into that. The Border Queen Harvest Hub. What is it and what inspired you to get involved with it?
So the Border Queen Harvest Hub, it started as kind of a concept to help farmers and consumers find each other. And
Without having to find each other in a national chain or
Right.
find a
So
stranger in Walmart.
we have, all this produce and opportunity right here in Caldwell, Kansas, or in this area within a 90-mile radius, which is what the Harvest Hub covers. And you see people in the cities looking, they go to fancy grocery stores to get this stuff. And we have this fresh produce right here. Mm-hmm. But when you go to look for eggs or look for beef, you're probably depending on people or your own Facebook page, so you may not be able to find everything you want. But the Border Queen Harvest Hub is a place where you can find all of this stuff and you can find who's doing it in the area, which I've learned a lot too. I thought I knew, but I didn't. So there's a lot of people doing some really cool things and some people starting new things that, we could take advantage of. But having the Border Queen Harvest Hub as a site that you can go to and find out where these people are and how to get it, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty neat to see, like, I mean, growing up in this area, you've shown me farms or places that have been here for a really long time that no clue, like Lavender Farm or
yes,
like who knew that was just,
super, super great things. And so, in this area, we have a lot of wheat, we have corn, we have vegetables, but then, you go a little bit further and you find lavender and things that pecans, things that maybe we don't farm right here, but you could get fresh still.
So how many farms or growers are in the hub, or in the organization?
Oh, well, I brought my list. There are several, and I've added probably 20 more to this list. I'm going to have a longer piece of paper. So,
ooh, I like how the list is sorted into the products, and then the farms are underneath.
Yes, and that helps me too, so that I can kind of look for more of the things that I don't have as much of. So, currently, I have no dairy on this list. Right. Okay. So I would love to have dairy farmers in the area to add to this. But we're getting more tallow. We've got lots of eggs. We don't have much salsa yet, but I know I've talked to people that are interested in making salsa. So it's just kind of another part of this position that I'm learning along with the people that are interested, is starting these small businesses and how to help them send their product to K-State to get the labeling done and that kind of thing. So that's been really, really interesting and really fun.
So we have had Rick McNary on the podcast, and he told us all about Shop Kansas Farms, but just can you refresh our memory on how that came to be from what he started?
Yes. So Rick McNary is the thought behind all of this, and it was his total idea. So he's a retired pastor. He's been all over the world helping to fight hunger, and he has done a million different businesses and things. So he's even done things such as putting food packets together to send to people that are hungry. And it's been great. So this all kind of made him understand that it's not as easy to find the food, where to get the food, as you might think. And when asked, where do you find local eggs, you would have to ask somebody who knows somebody, pretty much. So it kind of got him thinking. So Shop Kansas Farms is Kansas-wide. Mm-hmm. And he came up with that concept, and it's been amazing and has taken off. And to have that brand is a great thing. And they advertise for those people. They help them to sell their produce and put them all in one place. So then Kansas Farm Bureau bought that concept from them. And so I work directly with Kansas Farm Bureau and know many of the people there. And Rick came up with the concept of the Border Queen Harvest Hub, which is a smaller, kind of like Shop Kansas Farms, but at a smaller scale. So it's a 90-mile radius, or 60 to 90-mile radius from where we are right now, because that way we have a little bit of Oklahoma in ours as well. Mm-hmm. And it helps so that people can just hop in the car and go to anywhere that's on our hub. Mm-hmm. So, and there's a lot of farmers that are interested too, because I've talked to some of them that are just outside of our area, and they're like, well, we want a hub too. And I think that's on the horizon. I think there will be more hubs developing. And in fact, Rick and I are writing a curriculum book right now on how to build this, because we're pretty much, building this plane as it goes. So
That's neat.
We're kind of writing down everything, making a step-by-step book on how to do this, and we'd like to see that grow.
Yeah. So within that Shop Kansas Farms, we're the only hub as of now. Like, or are there like different parts yet? Or
That's a good question. So far, it is just Shop Kansas Farms and the Border Queen Harvest Hub.
very nice.
I went to a conference in Montana where I talked to other people that worked for Harvest Hubs, and their whole way of doing it is totally different. And it's not the same thing at all. So basically,
But is ours better?
yes, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it because it's on a smaller scale, or like?
No, it's just not even the same concept.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
ours is more to help the farmers to sell their products direct, okay? So that they can make more money, to help them to be more successful, and in turn building our community and so forth. So the other hubs pretty much, they want to take what the farmers have left over at wholesale and actually get groups together to process that and then take it to food banks.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's a very good concept. It's just totally different. It's just not even
It
the
is
same
totally
thing.
different. Totally different. And also ours makes more of a connection, which is at the heart of everything that we love to do in rural communities. Is that those farmers and growers are getting so many more personal connections, and people like building loyalty and all of that by
Yes.
being a part of the Harvest Hub and direct to consumer.
Yes, and getting to hear their stories and letting them share, what goes behind all of it. I love that. And Rick started that. He's a writer as well, and
He is.
writes all the time and loves to interview farmers. And I thought I knew a lot of farmers growing up in this town as a veterinarian's daughter. We're connected to farmers all the time, but there's a lot that I don't know, and a lot of great stories that I haven't heard, and some that I'm still working on. So
If there's one thing that you could say on why you're here on the podcast for like the farmers that they may, think, I'm trying to think, how do I word it? Like a misconception.
okay,
How can you clear up
yes,
this is like something that you do for free or
yes,
as
yes.
a courtesy.
I think it's natural to think, oh, there must be a catch. There must be something.
Or like the Border Queen Harvest Hub gets a cut or
Yeah,
something. Or,
yeah, no,
Gotcha.
and it's it was written on the K-State 105 grant, which we were very grateful for. That grant has now gone away, and we're looking at another grant to try to keep doing more work towards this, but we've got other ideas on how to sustain it. But there's no catch. It's all to help small businesses and mid-sized businesses in this area just to find each other, to do better, help us to advertise for you, kind of build this kind of a camaraderie among us to help each other.
Have you seen a lot of those farmers or growers? And I'm saying growers because I know that some people on this list, this isn't their full-time job, or they're
Right.
they're growing one certain product or something like that. So have you seen a lot of them go from, I just sell it to this one place, that now they are, like, has the Border Queen Harvest Hub helped shift them to the direct-to-consumer or a more wide customer base?
That of course is the goal. If they want to get bigger, we want to help them to get bigger. And I'm also hoping that our new commercial kitchen that is going in downtown will help with that as well, because it's often the processing that's the thing that holds you back from getting bigger. So finding ways to help small businesses to be successful in processing, whether it's canning or making bread or making jellies and jams, or whatever it is, even milling wheat into flour, you can do at the commercial kitchen.
Just in case someone listening hasn't heard of the commercial kitchen or where it's at, can you kind of tell us?
Okay, the workspace, which is at 110 South Main here in Caldwell, has an area towards the back that was just a warehouse area, and we have turned it into a commercial kitchen, and we should be seeing that complete here in August.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Exciting.
It's very exciting.
You have shared some photos recently, and it looks beautiful in there,
It is beautiful.
especially compared to just the cement dark
Yes.
garage.
Yes. It was total transformation. It's an old building, so it wasn't an easy task. And we have used volunteers. We've used contract work. A lot of community members have come together to help. We even had 4-H kids coming in at the very beginning, cleaning all the junk out of that, the dirty work. And the transformation has been amazing. And I tried to put some of those pictures side by side so you could see, the ugly to the beautiful.
I think it's the perfect spot for it because I have always loved the concept of the Caldwell workspace. And then, things take time to get off the ground or to fill a space like that. Mm-hmm. And for that to transform completely in the back, and we have people renting spaces in the front and using it in the dance classes. I just love it. I think that's one of the best buildings in town.
I mean, even just the car tag. I mean, they come down once a month to do car tags? I mean, what other small community does that,
There's 7 other small communities that do that.
Do they?
Just kidding.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, here I am.
No.
Yeah, no, it's the perfect spot. And we have ladies in the front that can answer questions. And so, yeah.
So if somebody wanted to use the commercial kitchen, what is that process going to look like?
That I really can't explain to you yet.
Yeah, okay.
We're working with a company that helps us to do it online. But it will be 24/7 access, and there's a code to get in, and that code changes per person per how long they want to rent it for.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if I want a can at 3 a.m.,
Yes.
mass produce, or even a little, I can be in that kitchen.
You can just stay all night long, and just work. And sometimes, if you want to get, the most time for your money, you might just want to get it all done at once. Mm-hmm. Or you might want to just sign up for once a month, or, whatever works for you. Mm-hmm. But it's going to be a great system that'll be easy to manage.
Great.
So just in case we don't know what's going on yet with the Border Queen Harvest Hub, or we've heard about it but aren't really sure what to do with that information, how can people get involved, whether they are a new farmer or grower, or if they're just someone who wants to consume, like me?
Okay. So borderqueenharvesthub.com is our site. So you would go there to find, whatever you need, or to sign up to be on the site. And then we will approve you, and then you'll be good to go. And then if you have any questions, or if you just want to talk to me about it, of course, you can contact me anytime. And another way that you can get involved is if you know other producers that I don't know of that aren't on there yet, please send them my way, because we'd love to get them on.
On social media, you do a great job of promoting new or current, I almost wanted to say hubbers, but I don't think that's over. New or current farmers or growers. So you've been telling their story through social media too.
Yes. And yes, and I think there's a little bit of confusion sometimes that we are the Facebook page, but it is not. It is borderqueenharvesthub.com, where we actually house all of our people.
What do you hope the Harvest Hub has accomplished a year from now for itself and for like the farmers that are within the network and all of that?
I hope that within a year that we will be the place that people go for fresh, local produce and food, and hopefully farmers will spend less time hauling their goods somewhere else and be able to sell those things a little bit easier.
Yes.
I hope that the Border Queen Harvest Hub brand will be something people recognize and find as a go-to for fresh food.
So switching gears,
Okay.
because while we have you here, we have to talk about the whole reason behind this podcast is sharing stories of people who have moved or returned to rural areas. And that is something you did. So can you tell us, since moving back to Caldwell, because I know you visited a lot, your family was always here, but I know for a fact it's different when you live here to see those changes, especially after being gone, living somewhere else. Can you share some of the big changes or surprises that you've encountered since moving back?
I feel like there's a lot of people from the city that want to start moving to small towns, whether you're moving back or you're moving to a small town for the first time. But what's exciting about what's going on here is that we just have so much going on. We've got great hospitals, we've got great schools, we've got great internet, we've got great food
we didn't tell her
systems.
To say that.
We got we've got all this going on, and we've got the beautifying downtown, and it's everything in one package in this safe little community where you just have everything you need. And but you also have, I had talked to one of my other friends that moved back, and he's just like, God, I lived in a huge city and my social life is twice as busy here. We just have a lot going on, and it's fun. It's fun to be able to go out and see your friends without even making plans, going uptown and getting together, or just being on your back patio and people just drive up and join you. It's just, it's great. It's what we envisioned to retire.
What's been your favorite thing so far? I mean, moving back, like from when you were first here and to now, like what's been the favorite thing? Or
Cleaning out her garage.
Yeah, getting that organized.
Well, yeah, perspective is totally different when you grow up here, and you kind of take all this for granted, right? Mm-hmm. And then you leave and you raise your kids, or I raised my kids, and then coming back, and I guess my favorite thing is being close to family and friends. Yeah. That is my favorite thing. But there's been a lot of great perks as well. Just being able to get to the grocery store and back in 5 minutes. I mean, literally so much more time, to spend doing what I want to do, because running errands is no big deal. I love where we live. I love being close, to everything. I can't really say one main thing, but family and friends being close is really important to us.
Yeah. And one thing to note is that, I mean, I know you probably had a set group of friends, or you always knew people that were here, but you have there are new people to make new friends with here. Mm-hmm. It's not just the people you already knew that lived here. There are new people here.
Yes. And it changes all the time. I mean, we meet people all the time that are.
And since you're your mother's daughter, she helps you meet anybody that might be new.
Yes.
Yes, she will.
Yes.
Shout out to Kathy.
If she doesn't know them, she will make sure she asks, what are you doing here? And why are you here? And she has that opportunity through the Caldwell Messenger. And she's not afraid to ask them, what are you doing in town?
She's not afraid to get you involved either.
And then, and then she gets some of them to move here. She's they love it so much, and then gives them tours downtown and lets them see what's here, and they just fall in love with our little town.
I love it.
Yeah. So you worked with young people for 32 years, like you said earlier. What do you think the next generation needs to feel inspired to stay in or return to their hometowns?
I feel like our next generation needs to go out and get perspective, and then come back with fresh ideas and skills to help this community keep thriving. That's what I feel like that is the best way to appreciate this community as well, is going out and kind of seeing what your skills are, what you can bring back, what's out there, and then come back and either raise your family or retire, but bring back something to this community.
And give it a shot. Bring that back. Give it a shot, and don't let it fizzle. You've got to let it.
Yeah. Yep.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think people could still do that and stay. Just get some experiences, because there is a real value in comparing your hometown or where you've chosen to live, comparing your rural community to larger communities or smaller ones. Because some of the best perspective I've gained is visiting even smaller than Caldwell and thinking, oh,
yeah.
I really like the size here.
Yeah, we really do have it all here. It's
Yes.
for a small community. We say that all the time, but
and that's just it. The people here kind of all have that same mindset of, we want to make this the best place ever, and it's a positive mindset, and it's not just ideas, but the idea and then do it.
Yes.
There's a lot of doers in this town, and that's awesome.
And we're in our prime. I feel like we're in our prime of that right now. Just we're on this momentum of just
it's the momentum
sticking
that's
with it.
really, really getting going. Because like I said, we've got schools, we've got broadband, we've got the hospital, we've got brand new swimming pool. I mean, we got things for kids, we got things for adults. We've got several restaurants in town now. It's just
more. I mean, more coming. We just got a barbecue place. And
it's exciting.
it is.
It's exciting. We love it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here. Really enjoyed learning about the Border Queen Hub, and
Thanks for having me.
yes,
And we'll be on the lookout, depending on when your date is for the ribbon cutting.
Okay.
It'll either be before or after, since that's kind of a moving target right now. So we can't wait to join you for that ribbon cutting or to talk about the after part of that.
Yeah, very excited.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look, we did it!
Yeah.
How was it?